You're trying so hard to do this right. You've read the books, watched the videos, said yes to connection and no to punishment. And yet, your child still melts down, still pushes back, still doesn't listen. What if the problem isn't your child's behavior? What if some of the mistakes are hidden inside the very approaches you've been told to follow? Gentle parenting is not the same as permissive parenting, and confusing the two is one of the most common traps parents fall into. Boundaries still matter. Consequences still matter. But how you set them, and when, and in what tone, those details make all the difference between a child who feels safe and a child who feels unmoored. In this video, I'm sharing 7 discipline mistakes that even well-intentioned, research-informed parents make without realizing it. These are subtle. They don't look like mistakes from the outside, but they quietly undermine your child's ability to regulate their emotions and your ability to feel like a confident, calm parent. Mistake number 1, explaining during the meltdown. When your child is screaming or crying, the part of the brain that processes language and logic is essentially offline. You can talk for 5 minutes and none of it lands. Connection first, words later. Just be with them until the storm passes and then, only then, have the conversation. Mistake number 2, the warning that never comes. If you do that one more time, and then nothing happens. Children are extraordinary at noticing patterns. When they learn that warnings don't lead to anything, they stop taking them seriously. Every warning you give should be followed through, or not given at all. Predictability is how children build trust in their environment. Mistake number 3, making their behavior about your feelings. That really hurt, Mummy. I'm so disappointed in you. The intention is empathy, but the result is often shame. When children feel responsible for your emotional state, they learn to manage your feelings rather than their own. Name their experience first. Your feelings can come later, once the moment has settled. Mistake number 4, the bribe. If you stop crying, I'll give you a treat. This works in the moment, and it teaches children that their emotional state is something to suppress in exchange for a reward. What we actually want is for children to learn to move through hard feelings, not to skip over them. Acknowledge the feeling, sit with it, let it move. Mistake number 5, inconsistency between caregivers. When one parent holds a boundary and the other quietly undoes it, children don't learn where the limit actually is. They just learn to escalate until someone gives in. This isn't about being rigid. It's about presenting a united front on the things that matter most and having those conversations privately, not in front of your child. Mistake number 6, apologizing for setting limits. I'm sorry, but you can't have more screen time. You don't need to apologize for a boundary. It's okay to hold a limit with warmth, but without apology. When we over-apologize, we signal uncertainty, and children who are looking for a calm, confident adult to anchor them can become more anxious, not less. The first 6 mistakes are things you can spot and shift this week, but the 7th one is different. It's the one that operates quietly in the background. You may not even notice it's happening, and it tends to drive all the other mistakes. I want to spend a little more time on this one, because once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's rooted in something that happens in your own nervous system before you even get to your child. It happens when you're tired, overwhelmed, or feeling criticized. And it's the reason why you can know everything about gentle discipline and still find yourself reacting in ways that surprise you, ways you promised yourself you'd never repeat. Mistake number 7 is trying to regulate your child before you regulate yourself. Children don't respond to what we say. They respond to the state we're in when we say it. If you are flooded with stress hormones, your child's nervous system picks that up instantly. Calm is contagious, but so is dysregulation. You cannot pour calm from an empty container. This is called co-regulation, and it's one of the most well-supported concepts in developmental psychology. Young children cannot self-regulate yet. The neural pathways for it are still developing. What they need is proximity to a regulated adult. When you are calm, connected, and grounded, your child can borrow that state. You are the environment they learn to regulate in. So what does this actually look like? It means taking 3 deep breaths before you respond. It means stepping out of the room for 30 seconds when you feel the heat rising. It means having a phrase like, "I need a moment," that signals to everyone, including yourself, that you are choosing to respond rather than react. This is a practice, not a personality trait. None of this is about being a perfect parent. It's about building a home where repair is normal, where you can say, "I raised my voice and I'm sorry. I was frustrated, and that wasn't the right way to handle it." That kind of modeling is more powerful than never losing your temper. Children learn how to handle difficult emotions by watching us handle ours. When you get this right, even some of the time, something shifts. Your child starts to feel safe enough to cooperate, not because they're afraid of consequences, but because the relationship is strong enough that your guidance matters to them. That's the goal of gentle discipline, not compliance through fear, but trust through consistency, warmth, and repair. So here's the recap. The 7 mistakes: explaining during a meltdown, warnings without follow-through, making it about your feelings, bribing for compliance, inconsistency between caregivers, apologizing for limits, and trying to regulate your child before regulating yourself. None of these are fatal. All of them are fixable. And now that you know to look for them, you'll start to catch them in real time. If this video has made you think about how you're showing up, not just for your child, but for yourself, I have something that goes deeper. It's called Balance, and it's a guide I created for parents trying to be calm, present, and intentional while still living a full, real life. It's practical and honest. Find the link in the description below. Parenting is one of the only jobs where doing your best still means making mistakes. But the fact that you're here, asking these questions, trying to understand what's happening beneath the surface of your child's behavior, that matters. Every moment of curiosity you bring to this is a gift to your child. Keep going, you're doing better than you think. Subscribe to Happy Parents today. Every week we share honest, research-backed advice for raising happy, confident kids. If this video helped you, hit the like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more parents who need it. I'll see you next week.